तो कहते हैं कि मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है।
I lost my mother in October 2022, and she was my only mother, meaning that I had already lost my father when I was 3.5 years old. I didn't know a life without her. Being also a girl, it's not easy. I'd lost 3 people. In October 2022, I had to decide whether to continue with this preparation, which had not given me results so far at all, at any stage, to be honest, to also take care of my mental health.
मोटिवेशन लूज कर गए हैं, फाइनेंशियल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, पेरेंटल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, सोशल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, एंड आई ऑलवेज टेल देम दैट यू आर नॉट द ओनली पर्सन.
And then I appeared in the prelims of 2023.
तो कहते हैं कि मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है. ऐसा सुना था कहीं, तो मुझे लगा आज कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऐसा है जहां पे इस चीज को मैं पूरा बयान कर सकता हूं और पूरा फिट होता है इस लड़की के साथ. तो कहते हैं कि मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है. पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. और जिस लड़की को मैं आज इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहा हूं, स्नेहा पन्ना, उसकी कहानी जो उसने मुझे सुनाई, उस कहानी में रहकर उन हौसलों को बुलंद रखना और उसके बाद ये अचीवमेंट हासिल करना, ऑल इंडिया रैंक 965, एक बहुत बड़ी बात है. और ये चीज मैं कभी कहता नहीं हूं, लेकिन सोशियोलॉजी पढ़ते पढ़ते और पढ़ाते हुए इतना रैशनल हो गए हैं, इतना इंडिविजुअलिस्ट हो गए हैं कि इमोशंस, ट्रेडिशंस, नॉर्म्स, उन सब की कदर एक हद तक छूट गई है. लेकिन नेहा की कहानी सुनकर ऐसा लग रहा था कि वापस से वो इमोशंस इवोक हुए हैं. और आई थॉट कि आई शुड रियली आस्क स्नेहा टू शेयर द सेम स्टोरी विद ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस, कि उसकी स्ट्रगल क्या रही है, उसकी पर्सनल लाइफ की. क्योंकि लोग अक्सर बोलते हैं कि हमारे साथ ऐसा है, मोटिवेशन लूज कर गए हैं, फाइनेंशियल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, पेरेंटल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, सोशल कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं, एंड आई ऑलवेज टेल देम दैट यू आर नॉट द ओनली पर्सन. और कहते भी हैं कि यू आर नॉट द ओनली वन हु इज गोइंग थ्रू दिस, देयर आर मेनी पीपल लाइक यू. एंड स्नेहा से बड़ा एग्जांपल और कोई नहीं है. आई थिंक विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी फर्दर टाइम, आई वुड सिंपली इनवाइट स्नेहा टू help all of you explain how did she make through this examination and how did she really manage to maintain the same patience, perseverance जिसकी हम बात करते हैं कि होना चाहिए, वो स्नेहा ने कैसे किया. So स्नेहा, प्लीज आइए. Congratulations.
Hello everyone. So as Nishant sir told that my journey for UPSC was filled with ups and downs, as we know that it's already a very uncertain journey. Besides the struggle of finding the right strategy to clear the exam for different stages, I also had to find the hope to just survive through the cycle and every day. Because so I've been doing my UPSC preparation wholeheartedly, mostly from 2021 onwards, because I completed my master's and after that I took a drop to pursue this dream. As we know that taking a drop and pursuing this dream itself comes with a lot of opportunity costs. And having had a good academic background, I had to trade that off for UPSC and believe in a dream which is an uncertain path for most of us around. I went on. I couldn't clear the prelims in my initial couple of attempts because A, I didn't know the strategy. B, I was very scared of CSAT because I had humanities background all my life and CSAT was a nightmare for me. It was only in 23 that I cleared the prelims for my first time and cleared the toughest CSAT that came in the history of UPSC so far. So, but 7 months before the prelims, very unfortunate situation had happened. I lost my mother in October 2022, and that was also due to a very abrupt cardiac arrest. Um, she used to be my friend, philosopher, and guide, and she was my only mother, meaning that I had already lost my father when I was 3.5 years old. So she had brought me up with so much care and concern, and being the only child, not having her around seemed like I didn't know a life without her. So, and I was in the thick of my preparation. 2022, I had already failed. I had no backup. I was not employed. I was just a master's student with a gold medal that didn't really sell that time. So I had to find my way and hope to carry on or not with this exam. As we also study in sociology, there are very stereotypes and social pressures that we face. And the individual in us is entrapped in the social structures that we see around in the society. Similarly, these things happened with me as well. Being also a girl, it's not easy when you are around mid of 20s and you want to do something so uncertain without any family structure. And that same year, I'd already lost my grandparents also. So we used to live together. So in the span of 9 months, I'd lost 3 people. And I was left with only my Masi in the same house that I was preparing with. Of course, I had my relatives and everyone around. But the structure of my house had reduced from 5 to 2. And out of the 2, I was the one preparing. So in October 2022, I had to decide whether to continue with this preparation, which had not given me results so far at all, at any stage, to be honest, or to take up a job or to apply somewhere. I had the window, since my mother was working, I had the window of some financial assistance to help me for some time, but that was also very measured. I knew that the window that I had was not for an infinite period of time, and I had my whole life ahead of me. Yet, I think UPSC preparation became my coping mechanism, because within 1 week of her demise, I was back at my desk practicing CSAT, I remember, and writing some answers daily, because we know that October, November, December, January is the main peak time. However, I won't be unreasonable and dishonest by not acknowledging that I had to also take care of my mental health. I was writing answers and I was speaking to a counselor. That helped me process my grief. I was also attending a peer group grief therapy session online, because in Ranchi, you don't really get very immediate access to things. Despite coming from premier institutes, access to mental health was not so easy for me. But I'm glad I got it through my network, through word of mouth. People got to me and they said that, Sneha, you can try this. And I was not hesitant to take help, because I knew I needed help. I couldn't rely only on family or just on friends. I needed professional help, and I knew it in my heart. Having already faced the demise of grandparents and doing a debacle in 2022 prelims, I knew that I needed to, if I'm moving ahead in 2023, I have to have a good, solid mental health stability. So that's what I focused on in those immediate 3-4 months of my mother passing away. And then I appeared in the prelims of 2023, which again was such a, the most unpredictable paper. But after now in hindsight, I was also, surprised. When I was appearing for the prelims 1 week before the prelims, I was telling my Masi, should I even appear? So much has happened in my life. And one thing she told me that, will your emotions change? Are you sure that you will be fine 1 year ahead? And you will be saying that, acha, ab to mujhe koi dikkat nahi hai mentally, so let me now prepare for this exam. Will you be able to say that? Can you give me that guarantee? I'm like, no, I can't. Because grief has no definite time period. So I anyway went and I got my admit card. I used to say this with my, I used to say this to my friends, that when I got my admit card, so far I'd only seen against my father's name late. This time it came late with my mother's name. And as I was entering the exam hall, it was very difficult for me to sink in. I had never seen that before. Neither in the UPSC form that I filled. Like, I filled in a UPSC form, and then things had already changed so much. So even processing those things, so I told only one thing to myself, that Sneha, you have nothing to lose then. Now it's on you. It's your life. Already, if you go by the social structures, you will be entrapped in them. There's no individual then. So it's on you. You're already, people have dismissed you कि आपके पास job नहीं है, आप single child हो और आप girl हो. So it's on you now. So with that mindset, I went into the prelims. And when I opened the GS paper, I was like, oh, nice, the pattern has only changed. So all of us are now equal. People who have come with lots of tests are also equal. And people who have done considerable amount of revision but are fearful are also equal. So let's play the game now in the exam hall. So that really helped me keep my calm. And same happened with CSAT also. I was very determined to clear the CSAT because I was like, Sneha, 1 week after what happened, you were studying CSAT. So at least let's not, destabilize your mental health. And just because you're fearful, don't have that phobia of CSAT. Don't ruin the paper only because you're fearful of CSAT. So, and then ultimately I could clear it also. And when I came and I checked from various keys, I was ranging in the 80s marks. And now when I'm seeing the cutoff, I understand that I did well in the stage that I was very fearful about. So then I didn't have, so after I cleared prelims, I didn't have the option to move to Delhi for mains. So I prepared for mains in Ranchi itself. In that time period, I think Sociology crash course with test series became my sole help for Sociology, because I had all my notes ready, but then they were very bulky. I needed to shorten them. So I used to watch Nishant sir teach us every day before the tests and all. And I used to watch the discussion videos also, because they used to, so certain questions that he'd give in the test papers would be discussed in the test discussion, and that wouldn't be taken up for the next crash course, this thing. So I was like, so I never missed a class, crash course. I still have all the notes ready, everything. So that really helped me at least have a chance at the mains. I didn't know how well will I do. I didn't know how bad will I do, but I wanted to at least have a chance in the mains, that I could come out saying that, okay, I did my best with the given circumstances, with the given mindset that I had, and with the given resources. Henceforth, at least I'll know where I went wrong and where I need to study more. I completed mains, I cleared mains. And then I got the chance to come to Delhi. And I met all the people who had taught me online. And even I met Nishant sir today in person for the first time, although he's been my mentor online through so many platforms, and even through YouTube videos that you do for 10 markers. And I text you on Telegram, see, so your 10 marker sessions really helped. Can you please do it for 20 marker also, how to approach the questions. So those things, those little things, I realize how, although we see all the glam in social media, and there's also the trolling and everything, there's also the othering, there's also the glamour. But I think this platform also helps us reach out to people who can't be physically, whom you can't meet physically. But then you can relate to them a lot. In the positive and negative way, both it happens, but mostly in the positive manner. So my UPSC journey, and then when I finally got this rank and made it to the list, I think I had become unreasonable after the result. I was like, oh, should I have done more? Where could I have faulted and all of that? But then again, there was this moment of humility in me, wherein I realized that, Sneha, think about the time that you were in 1 year ago. You were barely finding hope to live. And you sat and gave this exam. Consider it as a blessing. You have nothing to lose. It has given you a platform to now stand on your feet, be an independent girl, and then call your shots. If you want to do well, sky is the limit, with the most secure stepping stone that you have right now. That is making to the final holy PDF. And coming to ORN and also seeing my fellow aspirants, toil so hard day in and day out. Every one of us sitting here has stories to tell. I will never say that, one story is most grueling than the other, or, there's no comparison to our stories. But yes, I would say everyone has a story. And that's what I understood after coming to ORN also. It helped me demagnify my own pain and also gave me a lot of perspective and taught me humility and a growth mindset that yes, this is what you have. And now it's on you to move ahead. So I think UPSC journey taught me a lot about, how to live life. Because in this past 1.5 years, I not only had to crack the strategy to clear civils or make it to the list, but a strategy to life and shun all those negative voices around you that can come from very close friends also sometimes or relatives as well. So, and just do your bit that, okay, now maybe I don't have anyone just physically around, but then it's up to you to make it. And I think God has very, very, very unknowing ways of like helping you. He sends strangers to your path to help you. And that's what happened. With me also in UPSC journey, I made one of very good friends that I made in UPSC journey who've also made to the list this time. And I'm very happy and grateful for such people in my life. At the same time, very happy and grateful for people who are not in UPSC also. I think it's also important to be connected to those people. They keep us very grounded and show us that world is more than this journey as well. And of course, there's my Masi who's been a pillar of support for me. And so, yes, I thank all of you, and LevelUp has played a very crucial part in my journey. And I'm sure, and I promise to again, like whenever I have to attempt the exam, which I will in the near future itself, I am going to continue taking help and direct mentorship. And that's why that's also the reason why I came, because I told Nishant sir that, sir, these are the things, once it's out, we'll sit and then plan. And, I'll because I have this in me now that, okay, I've done this at that point. Now I have more rigor and thirst to do it more, because I think that there's this stamina in me. However, people who can't do it or choose not to do it, they're equally brilliant and equally have, great opportunities lying ahead. So this is literally what I wanted to share today, that yes, there is this holy PDF. Yes, there's a rank. All of us aspire for higher and higher things in life. If we are ranked this, we want rank that. If we are service this, we want service that. If we are this cadre, we want the other cadre. And then there's a lot of choices that come along with that. So those choices will always be with, before us. But it's up to us to define our own self-worth. And it's also up to us to define how much an external validation should be given importance to. We all crave for something or the other. It's also it's also this desire to be relatable to the other. So through this video and through this small session that I'm having, that Nishant sir, very nicely requested me to share, I just want to share this last bit, that define yourself before others do to you. Because that is what is the biggest problem that is there in our head, that we always are fearful of the other. And we need to understand ourselves and continue our own journey and try our best to not compare, but be relatable more. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
स्नेहा ने बेसिकली अपना मास्टर्स स्टीफन से किया था, सॉरी बैचलर्स किया था, एक गेस है ना, बैचलर्स आई गेस स्नेहा ने स्टीफन से किया था फिलोसफी में, एंड मास्टर्स शी डिड इन सोशियोलॉजी फ्रॉम JNU. तो आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू JNU डिपार्टमेंट that she found interest in sociology, because had she not done masters in sociology from JNU, she would not have been a student who had taken sociology optional. And उसके ऊपर तो फिर बात की बात होती है. So I'm really thankful to JNU डिपार्टमेंट कि इसका इंटरेस्ट सोशियोलॉजी में डेवलप हुआ, फिलोसफी छोड़ दी इसने. और दूसरी बात ये है कि स्नेहा ने जो भी शेयर किया है वो मैं चाहता भी था कि ये सबको बताए, क्योंकि ये जर्नी एक्चुअली में बहुत ज्यादा टेस्टिंग जर्नी होती है. इट टेस्ट योर पेशेंस, इट टेस्ट एवरीथिंग दैट यू हैव, एंड यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग restless, anxious, and you may even end up consulting many of your friends. You may even end up consulting a specialist in counseling, which she did. And in case if you are one of them, I just wanted you to know that you are not the only one. She had gone through the same, and she's standing at a place today where she can confidently talk about those things and not feel fear of being stigmatized. और इसीलिए बहुत जरूरी है कि स्नेहा, आई एम रियली थैंकफुल कि आपने इतना सब कुछ शेयर किया. ठीक है, यूजुअली लोग ये सब नहीं बताते क्योंकि इन सब चीजों को टेबू कहा जाता है समाज में. सो विद दिस, कभी हम फिर आएंगे और डिटेल में डिस्कशन करेंगे. सो आई एम रियली थैंकफुल. थैंक यू.